Welcome back. Today we're doing a product review on this Big Larry flashlight from NEBO tools. Now if you know anything about me, you know that my day job consists of me being a purchasing manager for a local compounding pharmacy. So I tend to get quite a bit of phone calls asking for my address to send me samples of products. And when I got the email from this company after they received my information that they're sending me this flashlight, I was kind of going, huh? Alright, whatever. Because we don't really sell stuff like this in my store. We're pretty much just supplements and, you know, compounded prescriptions and some specialty foods like gluten-free stuff and whatnot. But anyway, I was pretty surprised that the company wanted to reach out to me to send me this flashlight. So a week later, I finally got it. And I have to say, it's actually pretty impressive. Now this is what's called a chip on board assembly here, and you can actually see there isn't individual LEDs like some of these things have. There's actually this one board which has these multiple chips lined up in it. Now you can see that there's two rows. One is a little larger than the other. That's because there's two different color modes on this. The first one, when you click the button on top, is a 400 lumen light that will last about 4.5 hours, and it can project up to 29 meters. You press it again and it puts it into a low level mode, which looks like it's strobing, but it's not. It's just the way the pulse width modulator chip is operating. And that's 160 lumen, which will run up to 15 hours and project up to 17 meters. And then the third one is an actual red strobe light, which lasts up to 40 hours. And you can see that that's actually a whole separate row of LEDs in here. Now this operates on 3 AAA batteries, or I'm sorry, I should say 3 AA batteries, which it did come with. In fact, they actually provided with this NEBO brand. These are super power alkaline batteries, they're called. This thing is water resistant and anti-shock, I believe. It does have this nice little grip at the top, and it's actually very impressive little work light. Now I'll show you a video in a dark spot in my house here just to show you how bright this is. But one of the things I can say that I'm impressed with is the strength of the magnet on this thing. It's very strong. In fact, I'm gonna kill some of my lights here. And it's still daylight out, but you can kind of get an idea from just that little spot to how bright that is. Of course, if you don't have the best connection here, like it's sturdy, but if you bump it, it's still gonna fall. There's really no flashlight out there that doesn't do that. It would be actually kind of nice if this thing didn't need 3 AA batteries. You could actually just get one battery in it and it didn't need to be as long. You wouldn't have that problem of it slipping around like that. But you can actually, attach it straight up like to my little desk lamp here, and it's more stable that way. And also this being a painted surface probably doesn't help at all. But it's a very bright light. In fact, if I sit here behind the camera, you can see I'm pretty impressed with it. Now they retail at about $24.95 if I remember correctly. Yeah, $24.99 is the actual retail price on them. You can get them directly from the manufacturer's website, or you can see if one of your local stores carries them. Again, our store probably won't because there's just not a market there for them. But I figured since I had this thing in my hands, I might as well do some kind of a review on it. Now I can do a little teardown of it. If you actually grip this really hard, you can actually unscrew the midsection here. And you figure 2 of the batteries in here, the third one's there. So you could actually, I don't know, maybe redesign this a little differently to accept a larger voltage battery. But this end here just holds this little plastic screen over it, and you can see the whole chip on board assembly. I haven't actually got this apart any further than this. It doesn't seem like it will go. I'm assuming underneath this soft click button there's going to be some kind of an IC circuit. If I do happen to get this apart any further, of course I will show that. But just playing with it, I really couldn't get it any further apart. There are these little pins that just hold this in place. Now, of course, you know, the tweaker in me looks at this thing to see maybe you can do some other stuff with it, because that would be pretty nice if you could make it that small. But anyway, this just screws back together again. Now, it does look like there was some maybe anti-thread, you know, Loctite, or maybe some kind of a sealant on the threads in there. Whereas opposed to down here, there was an O-ring. I don't have any data as far as, you know, if this thing's waterproof versus water resistant. I believe it is water resistant, but you know, I don't anticipate on getting it that wet. Now, this will be something I will probably keep in my work truck because it is such a good area light. It's probably better than the lantern that I keep out there, believe it or not, and it's small. And I know that the manufacturer also has a belt clip attachment, which this clips into, and you can, you know, hook it to your belt. And it comes in a variety of colors like camo, silver, black, and red. And yeah, you know, you can look for these, like I said, on the website, which I'll put in the description down below. And that's basically all I got for this video. I want to thank you for watching, as always. If you're not a subscriber, you know, subscribing to my channel will help me grow. Last I looked, I'm up to 70, which is awesome. I'm trying to get to a goal of 100 by the end of the year. I may exceed that goal, which would be great. So with that, if you would subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you do give me a thumbs down, please leave some kind of a comment in the section below so I can get an understanding of why you left a negative comment, so I can improve upon the channel and make it better for everyone in the long run. And as always, you can find me on Facebook. I'll have a link to that in the description below, and thanks for watching.